outcomes in this town. We decide outcomes in this stadium. We decide outcomes every time we play. It's how you train, it's how you prepare, it's what you expect to do.
Alton Sterling died in an incident with police in Baton Rouge.
More violence erupted in Baton Rouge as 3 officers were shot and killed.
Louisiana right now is dealing with the kind of rainfall that happens only once in 1,000 years.
It's been quite a few months for you and the LSU Tigers. How do you even begin to discuss and describe the range of emotions here in Baton Rouge?
I don't know that you do. There wasn't a standard, this is how we handle this, okay? You had to turn to your team and you had to hear what their opinions were. You had to feel where they were hurt and where they were strong. Our guys are part of this community. They live here. They love Louisiana.
For those of us who don't live in Louisiana, we see a certain Baton Rouge depicted on television. What do you see? What's your Baton Rouge?
It's caring people. It's people that will go out of their way to help one another. I've been through Katrina and Rita and Gustav, and certainly the political piece of Alton Sterling. Right on the heels of that, was a flood. I don't know how to comprehend that. More damage was done in this flood than in Katrina, and we were in the middle of it. What's always happened to me is that the best in Louisiana comes out, that those people who have strength and find a way to accommodate a friend and find a way to visit a shelter and make somebody smile. I think that is Louisiana.
When you look at what's going on in our country and you look at the culture of a football team, you build them up and you train them and you give them the best practices, and we change as a team and as a community and as a society.
How necessary is change right now?
I think it's imminent. There's been a lot that has happened in our country in a short amount of time. I think change is on the horizon, and I think it's quality change. When the people of our country decide that this is really just not right, that they get it that way. They get it right. That's a democracy. That's sometimes difficult, but change it's just going to occur.
What can you do?
Well, we can play great football. At some point in time, the community gets to look away from what is the loss that they had to Tiger Stadium and 102,000 and a loud night, and here comes Mike, and the Tigers take the field, and there's an enjoyment and a spirit there that, allows everybody to put whatever the distraction is, whatever the perimeter is, away, put it away, and let's go support the Tigers.
Take the field. You come here and square him up, well done. Let's go Tigers!
In a time when a community needs something to unify them, it's always interesting to me that sport can be that unification tool. You are the unification tool in this town. How does that feel?
I think I'd be a poor leader, if I suggested that this is how we should operate and why we should operate, and this should be our motivation. I think that's got to come from the players. We had a team meeting, and we really described the characteristics of our team for the year. They talked about who they played for. They talked about, basically it was bigger than you. We play for Louisiana, then we play for team, and then we play for ourselves. And that's been depicted by the guys on my team this year, and really since Katrina.